Thanks to everyone who's joined us today. This session is State of the Industry, Enterprise Barriers and Opportunities for Private Test and Development Clouds. My name is Dave Bartoletti of the Tenasia Group, and joining me is Martin Harris from Platform Computing. We'll kick off first by doing some quick introductions, discuss some of the private cloud myths and realities that we think are driving enterprise adoption of private cloud, and then give an introduction to the survey that we jointly undertook with Platform Computing last year, the motivation and strategy for the survey first, and then go through the detailed findings of the survey. We'll summarize key findings and then open it up for questions and answers. First of all, if you're not familiar with Tenasia Group, my name is Dave Bartoletti. I'm a senior analyst with the group and have been here about 3 years. We are very well known in the storage industry and are a boutique analyst firm in North America, proud to claim all of the major storage vendors as our clients. And over the past 5 years have built out a very strong virtualization and cloud computing practice to cover the intersection of storage and virtualization. All flavors of storage and virtualization technologies, from storage virtualization technologies themselves to server, desktop, and network virtualization, and how they're affecting enterprise planning moving forward, specifically around the development of internal clouds. I run the virtualization practice with my partner Jeff Byrne. Both of us have been in the virtualization industry for most of the last decade. Myself, in my latter tenure at Fidelity Investments, putting in most of the virtualization platforms there, and then moving on to Enigmatic, who was an early virtualization management vendor. I'd like to introduce my co-presenter, Martin Harris. Martin?
Hi, Dave. Thanks for having me. Pleasure to be here, and looking forward to going through some of the results from the survey today.
Terrific. First, I wanted to review briefly some of the things Tenasia Group hears when we talk to our enterprise clients about cloud computing. Cloud Slam goes a long way to help dispel some of these myths. We hear responses to the discussion of internal or private clouds, such as, cloud, is it revolutionary? It's disruptive. What do I really have to change? Is all remote computing cloud computing? Is virtualization the same as cloud computing? And what about software as a service? I already use software over the network. Do I already do cloud computing? Are internal clouds just a new marketing name for what I already do in my IT infrastructure? And will cloud computing really save money? Does it always save money? Does it necessarily save money? Some simple cloud clarifications. We don't think that cloud computing has to be revolutionary at all. It should be evolutionary, built on what you already know, especially in a private cloud environment. Both internal and external computing can be considered cloud computing. Primarily, the shift is in how you deliver services. I think everyone who's already spent the last 2 days in the Cloud Slam conference sessions are well aware of this. Virtualization alone, certainly not cloud computing, but it is a key enabler of cloud computing, primarily for the mobility, the encapsulation, and the dynamism that it supports in all enterprise IT infrastructures. Software as a service, along with platform as a service, infrastructure as a service, or any internal IT application delivered as a service can be considered components of cloud computing. So we don't spend a lot of time here differentiating. And if you have an internal cloud, do you have an internal cloud today? Well, if you're able to provide IT services on demand, automated, with elasticity, and chargeback, we'd say yes, you're already doing an internal cloud. The key is how to apply the automated service delivery, structured elasticity of resources across the compute and storage tiers, and chargeback into an internal environment so that you can treat it as a cloud-delivered service. And as with every new technology, cloud computing may save money. We're convinced that it will, primarily for the optimization of efficiency across resources, both CapEx and OpEx. That we see customers realizing in even their earliest private cloud initiatives. We see private clouds emerging from the leverage of technology and delivery innovations from multiple sources, technologies you already have today or technologies you may just be exploring moving forward. From the existing grid computing, utility computing, and shared infrastructure, technologies evolved primarily throughout the late 90s and throughout the last decade. The advances in server storage and desktop virtualization, WAN optimization technologies to make the wide area network behave like a local area network, advanced storage replication technologies that allow you to replicate to more places faster for improved disaster recovery, and the emergence of converged network fabrics that reduce some of the operational inefficiencies of managing multiple IP networks and storage networks